Sarah, registered nurse with Live Healthy Chicago and Rush University Medical Center. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about understanding health insurance. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera and share my screen so that we can get started. So, the goal for today's presentation is going to be to learn more about the different types of insurance coverage and terminology. We'll be defining what insurance is and learning more about coverage types, network types, and insurance terminology. Health insurance is a way to manage your risk. The insurance company will pay you, the hospital, or the physician's office if you choose to use services, but you usually have to pay a percentage of the total amount. Insurance helps you offset your medical costs, whether they're planned, like an annual checkup with your provider, or unplanned, like a trip to the emergency department after an accident. Insurance is important to help keep you healthy and prevent sickness down the road through wellness programs and preventative coverage that's available. If you have no insurance and an accident happens, you may be responsible for all related costs. So it is important to have health insurance to maintain your health and make sure you can keep your financial security. There are a few different ways to get insurance in America. The majority of people, or 51%, get private insurance through their employer. Examples of private insurance companies include, but are not necessarily limited to, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Aetna, and Humana. Other people use Medicare and Medicaid, about 17% of the population. You need to be eligible to qualify for these insurances, and we'll go over more details about this shortly. About 9% of people purchase insurance through the marketplace. This is as a result of the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare. This has some unique features, which we'll go over shortly. The Affordable Care Act had a goal to minimize the amount of uninsured people in America. It certainly helped, as the amount of uninsured was a lot higher before, but it is still at 9% in America as of 2018. Medicaid provides insurance coverage for people with limited income and assets. To be eligible for Illinois Medicaid, you must be a resident of the state of Illinois, a U.S. national, citizen, permanent resident, or legal alien, and in need of health care insurance or assistance, whose financial situation would be characterized as low income or very low income. In Illinois, as of 2022, to be eligible for Medicaid, your income needs to be below $25,268 for a two-person household. This number varies depending on how many people are in the home. Medicaid covers inpatient and outpatient hospital services, physician services, laboratory and x-ray services, and home health services. There are several programs underneath Medicaid that are listed in this slide, such as family care or moms and babies, that have different eligibility standards. Go to www.medicaid.gov to see if you qualify for Medicaid or any of its programs. Medicare is a federal health insurance for people 65 or older, some younger people with disabilities, or people with end-stage renal disease. It has an open enrollment each fall. There are 4 different parts to Medicare. Part A is hospital insurance and helps cover inpatient care in hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, hospice, and home health. Part B is medical insurance, and you need to purchase a supplemental part to pick up what Part A doesn't cover. This covers outpatient provider visits, some tests and screenings, and durable medical equipment, such as walkers and wheelchairs. Part D is prescription drug coverage, D for drug. You can join a separate Medicare drug plan to get Medicare drug coverage. It can be standalone or as a part of Part C. If you only take a few medications, having Part D coverage may be a good choice for you. Part C is Medicare Advantage plans, which includes both Part A, Part B, as well as additional benefits. Each Medicare Advantage plan must provide all of Part A and Part B services covered by original Medicare, but it can do so with different rules and restrictions that can affect how and when you receive care. Medicare Advantage plans can also provide Part D coverage. Note that if you have health coverage from a union or a current or former employer when you become eligible for Medicare, you may automatically be enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan that they sponsor. You have the choice to stay with this plan, switch to original Medicare, or enroll in a different Medicare Advantage plan. But you should speak with your employer or union before making any change. If you take lots of medications, a Medicare Advantage plan may be good for you. It's important to understand your Medicare coverage choices and to pick your coverage carefully. How you choose to get your benefits and who you get them from can affect your out of pocket costs and where you can get your care. For instance, in original Medicare, you're covered to go to nearly all doctors and hospitals in the country. Medicare Advantage plans, on the other hand, usually have a network restriction, meaning that you'll be more limited in your access to doctors and hospitals. However, Medicare Advantage plans can also provide additional benefits that original Medicare does not cover, such as routine vision and dental care. The Affordable Care Act set up a public exchange in every state, which takes place in the marketplace between November and January of each year. This is sometimes called Obamacare and is a service to obtain affordable medical insurance. The plans cover minimum essential benefits similar to Medicaid and Medicare. A set of 10 categories of services health insurance plans must cover under the Affordable Care Act include doctor services, inpatient and outpatient hospital care, prescription drug coverage, pregnancy and childbirth, mental health services, and more. Check online at this website to find out more information about public exchange plans in Illinois and to see if it's a good choice for you. For people with private insurances from their employers, there are a few different main network types. HMO stands for Health Maintenance Organization. The key point to an HMO is that you must select a primary care physician or PCP, who is the center for all of your healthcare needs. If you need to see a specialist, you need a referral from the PCP first. They tend to have lower monthly premiums, but you must use doctors and hospitals in a specific network. Otherwise, your care will not be covered. HMO plans may limit your healthcare options. PPO stands for Participating Provider Option. A PPO plan provides more flexibility when picking a doctor or a hospital. They also feature a network of providers, but there are fewer restrictions on seeing non-network providers. In addition, your PPO insurance will pay if you see a non-network provider, although it may be at a lower rate. You don't need to select a PCP or have a referral from your PCP to see a specialist, but PPOs tend to have higher monthly premiums than an HMO. A point of service plan, or POS, is somewhat of a blend between HMO and PPO plans. POS plans also require you to get a referral from your primary care doctor in order to see a specialist, similar to an HMO. But it also gives you more options for out of network providers. A point of service plan still has improved coverage for providers and hospitals, which are considered in network. When learning about insurance, there are many terms that describe how you or the insurance company will pay for services, either before, during, or after care. A deductible is the amount you need to pay before the insurance company covers costs. A copayment is the dollar amount that you pay at a medical visit. Coinsurance refers to the percentage of the bill that you pay after receiving care. The insurance company will pay the remainder. And a premium is the fee that you pay for coverage over the course of the insurance period. Usually, this is per month. There are also terms that describe what providers are available to use, as well as when you're allowed to purchase the insurance. A supplement is the extra insurance that you can purchase to help you pay for services that your regular health insurance doesn't cover. A network are the facilities and providers that your insurance plan has contracted with to provide health insurance or healthcare services. Open enrollment is the time each year when you can sign up for health insurance, adjust, or cancel your current plan. An out of pocket maximum is the most you will pay each year. After paying this amount, the insurance company pays all covered expenses. It is important to remember that insurance coverage is only one piece of the puzzle to your overall health. It is important to make sure you stay healthy with preventative coverage and can help you manage costs if you need to use it. But it is important to stay healthy in general to minimize the amount of healthcare you use by maintaining a healthy lifestyle. This includes a proper diet and exercise, as well as taking all medications as prescribed. So, talk to your doctor about what that means for you. Having appropriate access to care and good quality of care are also important in making sure you have good overall health. So make sure you find a provider that you can access relatively easily and that you feel comfortable going to. Health insurance is a major part, but not the only part, in keeping you healthy for the long term. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and stay well.